Good afternoon, my name is Arias, and I'm a bike messenger within the RSSH delivery company. Today is Saturday, January 10th, 2026. And on behalf of Cyber FM and the RSSH, we thank you for listening to the AI sector.
To Cyber FM, hosted by Arias Thomas.
Welcome to Cyber FM, the AI sector, a deeper dive. I'm your host, Arias Thomas, and today on the show, we aren't just skimming the surface of tech news. We're going into a deep dive masterclass on the very architecture of modern thought. We're moving past the buzzwords to explore the why and the how of the algorithmic systems currently reshaping our skyline. We'll be breaking down the fundamental divide between artificial intelligence and machine learning, and then stripping back the hood on the four engines of the digital age: supervised, unsupervised, semi-supervised, and reinforcement learning. By the end of this episode, you'll understand the logic that governs this world around you.
This episode is being brought to you by the RSSH Delivery Company, New York's exclusive delivery option.
Before we deconstruct the layers of high-level machine intelligence, let's talk about the logistics of the physical world. This broadcast is proudly brought to you by the RSSH Delivery Company. In a world where every second is a high-value commodity, you need a partner that doesn't just move items, they master the terrain. The RSSH is the exclusive delivery option. From high-stakes trading floors to cutting-edge labs, the RSSH delivers the elite, white-glove precision that industry heavy hitters demand. When your reputation is on the line and the clock is ticking, trust the exclusive choice. Trust the RSSH. Now let's begin.
Segment number 1, the architecture of reasoning.
We start with the ultimate umbrella, artificial intelligence. At this level of depth, AI isn't just smart software. It's a multidisciplinary field of computer science focused on creating systems capable of simulating human cognitive functions. We're talking about reasoning, using logic to reach conclusions, self-correction, refining those rules when they fail, and perception, the ability to interpret sensory input from the real world. But how do we actually achieve that simulation? The primary vehicle is machine learning. Think of ML as the shift from instruction to inference. In the old world of computing, a human had to write a static line of code for every possible scenario. If X happens, do Y. With machine learning, we build mathematical models that analyze data to find the underlying function themselves. We give the machine the X and the Y, and it calculates the statistical probability of the relationship. It doesn't just follow a path, it learns the map. The most rigorous and common version of this is supervised learning. Here, we use labeled datasets. This means every piece of training data comes with a ground truth or an answer key. Imagine a predictive maintenance model for a massive transit system. We feed the AI years of vibration and heat sensor data from the tracks, and every single data point is already labeled as either healthy or faulty. The model uses algorithms like linear regression or neural networks to map the exact mathematical relationship between those sensor readings and the eventual failure. It learns to recognize the subtle pre-failure signature, vibrations a human couldn't feel, so it can predict a breakdown before it ever happens. In AI, precision is the difference between a breakthrough and a glitch. In the physical world, it's the difference between a package arriving and a package lost. We'll be right back with more on the AI sector after a word from our sponsor, the RSSH Delivery Company.
From borough to borough, rain or shine, day or night, we got you.
In a world of digital uncertainty, some things still need to be handled with the human touch. The RSSH Delivery Company understands that in a city that never sleeps, timing is everything. Whether it's sensitive documents or high-value tech, don't settle for the second best. Choose the RSSH Delivery Company.
The RSSH Delivery Company. We got you. listening to Cyber FM, hosted by Arias Thomas.
Welcome back to the AI sector on Cyber FM. I'm your host, Arias Thomas, and we are diving into the deep end of the data ocean.
Segment number 2, patterns, hybrids, and the survival loop.
When you don't have an answer key, you turn to unsupervised learning. This is the art of discovery. Here, the machine is giving unlabeled data and is simply tasked with finding hidden structures. The most common technique is clustering. Imagine a massive insurance firm with millions of customer profiles. Unsupervised learning can group these customers into clusters based on thousands of variables that a human would never notice, finding niche behaviors that help the company manage risk more effectively without ever being told what to look for. But what if you have 1 million data points but can only afford to label 1,000 of them? That's the sweet spot for semi-supervised learning. It uses the small labeled set to create a prototype of the goal. It then applies that logic to the massive unlabeled ocean to refine itself. It's the efficiency engine of the industry. Finally, we have the most human-like learning frontier, reinforcement learning. Unlike the others, RL isn't about static data. It's about sequences and decisions. It involves an agent, which is the AI, an environment, which is the world that it's in, and a reward function. The agent takes an action, and the environment provides feedback. If the action moves closer to a goal, it gets reward. If it fails, it gets a penalty. Over millions of trials, the AI develops a policy, a master strategy to maximize the total reward. This is how high-frequency trading algorithms learn to survive the volatility of the stock market, and how autonomous drones learn to navigate the winds between the structures of a modern city. It is Saturday, January 10th, 2026, and we have just deconstructed the pillars of the digital age, from the broad ambitions of AI to the statistical engines of machine learning and the specific mechanics of supervised, unsupervised, semi-supervised, and reinforcement learning. You now have a deeper look into the systems running our world. This has been the AI sector, a deeper dive. This broadcast is proudly brought to you by the RSSH Delivery Company, New York's exclusive delivery option. When the firms of New York need absolute reliability, they call the RSSH. Stay curious, stay ahead of the curve, and I'll see you tomorrow for Sunday's Cybersecurity Report. I'm your host, Arias Thomas. Stay secure.
To Cyber FM, hosted by Arias Thomas.